Picks up nice and easy. Loading up from a safe.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys. Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
I didn't hear what he was saying. Reload rate increased by smashing. What does that mean? I unlocked the legendary inlaid 6-shooter.
Hit him from the side!
Oh, now I leveled up again. I gotta figure out which way I'm gonna want to go. Probably the non-dynamite route. This one's all about headshots, which I try to go for pretty exclusively. Deals some headshots without even aiming. And golden rifle at the end. Wait, so is this, that's a shotgun, okay. And that's a sawed-off. So what do you do once you're fully leveled up? I guess I could go into the dual wielding, because some of this stuff is, you know, ought to apply to even non-dual wielding. More revolver ammo, yeah, I could use that.
I got a bullet with your name on it, boy!
Ow. Oh, I'm not doing the smash. I gotta smash to reload faster.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Where am I supposed to be going?
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Why they sound skeptical?
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Take him down!
Why can't I shoot that guy?
Son of a bitch! Death is too good for him! You don't need a cannon!
Ow! Oh, they can still shoot.
Keep shooting, I don't mind.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Where? Where am I? Oh, this way. I feel like the secret was easier to find than the right way to go. Oh, that was the right thing to do?
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Curly Bill.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil!
Oh, right, there's two of them.
Quiet, Earp. Did that sumbitch Earp send you to kill me? Hiding like a scared little puppy. Kill that murderer!
You come out.
Hope you made your peace, brother. Help me out here.
That'll do it.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
I missed. Also, what were the sounds? 97% focus. I shot too early, I guess.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
My reaction time was awful. Yeah, I was too focused. That's what happens every time I focus on my hand speed too much.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
There.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
100% focus. 83 speed. Oh, that was a good one right there.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
The what? The
Now, wasn't he the
Innocent.
sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did. I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
Got a lot of XP for that.
It makes
Real
me
nice
nervous
kill.
standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
Besides,
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men. Samuel Colt made them equal. I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold ships. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, blacksmith.
Oh. I just died. I killed the guy who was shooting me.
James, who worked in the stable.
Plummer wants that asshole dead.
Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butchers. Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing the blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individual. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out.
How I was gonna get in?
I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense.
Oh, that's there
It was the
now, huh?
quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way. Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked.
What was that about quick reflexes?
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. All it takes is one tiny spark, and boom.
Did I shoot an explosive barrel?
Thank you!
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Oh.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane. It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
Huh?
Instead, I spotted a ladder
Oh.
way into the mine from the opposite side.
Oh, and this is gone now. Oh, I see.
It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution. Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith.
I'm not
Which
gonna
ain't
make
easy
that.
when you're suspended between heaven and hell. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I have made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
The elevator, sure, why not?
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Oh. Let's try the other route.
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell?
Now what? Oh,
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Right, well,
Where'd this
he was
guy
the
come
sheriff of
from?
both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
I I supposed to go down? What just happened? Oh. That's him.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! This day is just getting worse and worse for you, ain't it?
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some
Today, rookie shot! Bastard! You ain't taking me! God damn it! I need some help here! Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out!
Fuck.
I'm gonna shoot you dead! Damn bullet!
Where's Mr. Plummer?
I can shoot too! Gonna blow you into next week, boy! Chopping my ass! I'm going full medieval on you! Catch this, you son of a bitch! You can run, but you can't hide forever! You can shoot, but can you aim?
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Nice. I did poorly that round. Not my best.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Why is it only coming through? Oh, there. Just had to take off a sweatshirt.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Bruh.
I thought the Texas Rangers got Hardin.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was cold in a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
Trying to find ammo.
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today.
This one? This one?
Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
God damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. Most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. And that was easier said than done, as most of them were as foolish and full of bravado as I was. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcome presence.
Just met your man.
What? What is happening?
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him.
Stop that sumbitch!
Don't need no help. Kill the lights. Let the boys know we got another law dog.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
I feel like I'm not using my inlay. I feel like it put me back on a regular revolver. It doesn't look like the inlay did. I don't know what I can do about that though.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
He did kill a lot of people.
Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration. I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon. Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. In fact, I felt a certain hostility. I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West. I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. What? Ah! No, wait! He didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
I don't know what my aiming reticle was, but that was pretty hard to aim with. What? Bro, it's the whole screen. How am I supposed to fucking shoot him? I don't know what the hell is fucking dumb as fuck. Am I supposed to shoot at the start? I feel like because of it being such a large reticle, I'm not supposed to. But the dodging is seemingly not doing what you would hope a dodge would do. Nope.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless avenger took his life. Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Wait, what? Ay. That was fucking dumb as fuck.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Gray Wolf.
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation. A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven. Gray Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
Wow, look
Right
at
from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Gray Wolf was watching my every move.
Look at this place, though. God damn. Compared to Bound in Blood?
He led a band of young Apache
insane.
warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
I mean, I remember the triple waterfall or whatever when you met the Apache in the first game. It looks so much worse than that. Like, way worse. Or I guess a better way to put it is, this looks so much better than that one did. Also, I have my nice 6-shooter back. I missed.
They saw me before I saw them.
Those aren't Apaches, are they? Oh, I guess they might be.
And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down. It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Glad they have rifle ammo. How do I get up? I don't.
Did you find Gray Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
I see. That missed.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness. See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit. They had torches on the walls.
What?
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
What?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to 2 Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death.
I think this is it.
I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows, and I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of
Yeah.
his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me.
Oh?
As his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
He said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk. I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle.
Disappeared. Thank fucking God. We're so lucky.
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady.
What is shooting me? Oh. That person. That's what.
I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches around here.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
I'm dying. I can't fucking see. This would have been a lot easier if I passed that quick time event at the start. But I will get that chance again, I guess. Oh, hell yeah. Fuck.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
I hadn't seen it. I couldn't tell that was there.
I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air. Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
I'm sure this story is accurate. I feel like the best part of this storytelling is how incorrect it is. I'm like, wait, never mind. Wait, there was a rock there, actually. There was a rock. Yeah, I remember now. There was a rock.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand. Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the riot?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Isn't it just a wonder how he manages to be at, like, the fight for every single notable cowboy? That is insane. He's just everywhere. How come we never heard about this guy?